sight this afternoon into the ninth for Blue Mountain League Baseball as the Hellertown Royals take on the Orioles from Starters. Hi and welcome everyone. Al DeCaro alongside Jim Wills. Glad you could join us on this Wednesday evening. We hope to get the game in. The threatening skies. There was rain already earlier and a possibility with some thunderstorms later this evening, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. We look at this matchup. They met once during the season with Starters winning by a score of 5-0. This is round number 2. This is really a battle of second place. Both teams checking with a record of 10-3. We should see a pretty interesting game.
We should see a great game here, Al. You got two of the deans of the coaches in the league. You got some real good young players on both teams, and that's the key. You know, a lot of the old-time players aren't here anymore, but a lot of these kids are stepping up. And, you know, second place is going to be a battle all year long, but first place, they're not that far off.
Not at all. Martins Creek, defending champs, in first place. Bob Zerafos is the head coach for the Hellertown Royals, and for him and his team, they're coming off a win last night, and right now, so far, so good. He expects his team to be in the thick of things when it's all said and done.
They are very young, but they got a lot of good pitching, and that's what the key is in this league. Bob Zerafos has been in this league over 35 years, you know, doing a great job, still being able to produce those winners, and that's what's going to be a big thing, the pitching down the stretch, and if the young kids can hit.
For Starters, pretty simple. Ron Punkin Miller has been around for a long, long time, over 35, 36 years, 45 total when it comes to the game of baseball for him. His team, again, 10-3. They beat Bethlehem yesterday by a score of 12-4.
Yeah, they did a good job. They started 0-2. They had that 9-game winning streak, and they lost the other day. So the thing of it is, though, they've gotten confidence, and that's what's the key for them. They need the confidence to come in. Again, young kids, some people who are visiting some other places to get prospects looked this afternoon. So you got really good talent, and that's what he wants to see his hitting come around today.
Sole possession of second place in the Blue Mountain League on the line tonight as Starters takes on Hellertown next on 2 Sports. Welcome you back to Egypt Memorial Park. 10-3 and 10-3, the Royals and Starters Pub. The Orioles. Al DeCaro, Jim Wills, glad you could join us here on Service Electric 2 Sports as we get ready to get this game underway. And despite those threatening skies, we will indeed get this game underway. Hellertown, the away team tonight. They will bat first against Justin Jackowitz, who will be pitching for Starters tonight. We'll set you the offense and the defense momentarily as we get ready for the first pitch. It's John Stazenko, who leads off, batting in at 280 on the season, and first pitch single straight through the middle. Good way to start if you're Hellertown. First man on, his 8th hit of the season out of Georgia Southwest State is John Stazenko.
A nice piece of hitting there right away. It's you know, the field's in pretty good shape. We see that they put some diamond dry down there. Everything looks pretty good. And first pitch, first hit. So it looks like a good night for the Royals to start off with.
Joe LaBella behind the plate. Bob Vardo. Take a look at Stazenko, Burley, Nicholas, Gridovitsky, Dickey, Griesemer, Wentz, Nicholas, and Kiak. Your starting 9. And just getting a piece in back here. And we have, you know, we talked about being at the state championships for softball on Friday, and we had a good view. Jim, how about this view? I mean, I said, can we get any closer? We're right on top of things here.
I think we are about 4 feet closer than we were the other day.
We keep doing these games, get a little closer. They take a
we'll
good look.
We'll be playing pretty soon.
Justin Jackowitz with a record of 3-1.
As you said, Starters had a 9-game streak going through the year. Started out 0-2.
Difference from being down there at softball, we are directly behind the plate. We're here, we're a little bit off the plate, so don't get the good look at the pitch coming in.
First meeting between these two teams, Starters won 5-0. This is important, as you said, Al, battling for second place.
So Stazenko leads off first. Ian Burley, who I want to thank for helping us out and giving us the stats. Let's take a look at Bob Zerafos over at third. Burley has been emailing me all day with statistics and information. And this one, a short dribbler towards second. Only play is at first. Handled there by Conrad. The Whitehall product over to Tom Stout, one away. Take a look at the defense behind Justin Jackowitz. Behind the plate, Alex Johnson over at first is Tom Stout. Kyle Conrad at second. Adam Sant at short. Dan Stahl at third. Nick Bett in the outfield from left to right. Ryan Blacker in center. And Rick Seltzer in right field.
Going to bring up number 7, Mark Nichols, batting .333. First baseman from Northampton Community College.
And Nicholas with 15 hits on the season, along with 4 doubles. On deck is Chris Gnovinski.
You see the numbers. 45 at-bats, 15 hits.
That one gets through right off the glove of Alex Johnson. So on the pass ball, moving him over. So now all of a sudden, Stazenko, the leadoff single on the first pitch of the game. Gets over to second, and now over to third on the pass ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch towards Nicholas. That one misses. Now 3-0. It'll be Grinovinsky, Dickey, and Griesemer. The next 3 up to the plate. That one in there for a strike. 311 in left field, 375 in left center, 402 cross, and then in right field it's at 338, but it's climbing up a hill. It looks like it's a mountain over there, so a little different. 3-1 pitch.
A little line port action there.
This one a tough play over to first. Only play for Tom Stout is at first. The run scores. 1-0 your score in favor of Hellertown.
And we're going to take another look at Justin Jekwitz.
And you know, you look at these guys and talk to Justin before, and just likes to throw a couple different pitches. The slider's one of them. And says, I said, what's your out? He goes, it could be the fastball out. It could be the slider, you know. He's got a couple of them that would come in that direction.
Here you see the Newman College product checking in, Chris Grinovinsky.
Grinovinsky at 282. That one fell back. Mike Dickey's on deck. Game time for this game, of course, watching on a tape delay basis, was 6 p.m. And then, what, about 5 p.m. Didn't look like it was that
Didn't look like anything was going to happen after that. A little bit better here, though, than it was in Bethlehem at the time I left. It was really coming down. A lot of lightning there, too, as well.
That was in the metropolis of Bethlehem, is that?
Yes. Not to be confused with the metropolis of Egypt, where we are sitting right now.
I want to thank Tim Fisher, the statistician of the league, to get some information. Eric Charles, the president. Ron Pumpkin Miller with a chance, and that one is skied high. Tom Stout makes the play. One in, though, for Hellertown in the top half of the first. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. When we come back, 1-0 your score. 1-1-0. Starters 0 across the board as they look out. Of course, Egypt Memorial Park. Kids around, hanging out, parked nearby, and a couple different fields going on at the same time. Glad you could join us here as we go to the bottom half of inning number 1. You take a look at Jeff Laporta. He'll be in at pitching. He's 3-1 on the season. He's pitched 22 innings, has struck out 20, and has given up 6 walks out of LaSalle. He will go up against the lineup of Kyle Conrad from Whitehall and Keystone. Playing second base, batting number 2 is Ryan Blacker, the center fielder. Tom Stout in the 3 spot. Play first base. Adam Sant will play short and bat 4th. Rick Seltzer batting 5th and playing right field. Nick Betts 6th in left field. Then Dan Stahl in third base. Dave Stout the DH, and Alex Johnson is behind the plate. Set your defense behind Laporta. Matt Kiak over at first. Behind the plate. Mark Nicholas at first. Griesemer at second. Grinovinsky at short. Mike Dickey at third. Left field, Ian Burley, then Stazenko, and Ron Wentz Jr. First pitch by Laporta is down low and in the dirt, 1-0. Glad you could join us on Service Electric 2 Sports. Al DiCarlo alongside the wizard, Jim Wills. Oh, Mike Krause is not around, but I think
that's true. Don't be doing that now.
Don't want to steal his lines, Jim.
Now you have a situation here at Laporta, one of 3 very good pitchers for the Hellertown Royals. That's the key for Coach Zerfas. You have Ryan Amy, Jeff Laporta, and Rocky Gencarelli. Amy's 4-1, Laporta 3-1, and Gencarelli is 2-0. As you see, Ron Pumpkin Miller, who has been around this league for what seems like an eternity, 45th overall year, 37th, has involved as the managerial part. They beat Bethlehem 12-4 to come into this game, so that the battle for who's going to retain second place is taking place here this evening.
Kyle Conrad batting in at .310, 9 hits, no home runs, and 3 RBIs in the season. And we'll get the statistics as we go through. Is because the teams had games last night, get everything situated before we get on the air. But again, Tim Fisher getting us that information in time. That one's skied straight up. John Stazenko, and there's a battle for it. That one drops in. That is Jake Griesemer. He'll throw to second, and it'll be not in time. So Conrad gets on as that one gets through. Jim, any way you can get on, that's the way you get on. Watch this one. He just gets stuck. It's a tough play going into the outfield and getting through.
He hits underneath that a little bit, but it's a very tough play out there for Griesemer.
It'll be Ryan Blacker now checks in. Blacker, the junior from DeSales University, center fielder. Batting at .246 hits, no home runs, and 3 RBIs. So runner in scoring position at second base, trying to square the bunt to move to third, but goes right through there.
Blacker, a product of that juggernaut down at DeSales, led by Tim Nyman.
Foul. Martins Creek checking in overall with a 12-2 record. And the Orioles and Royals at 10-3. We'll be back in action tomorrow night. Lineport taking on Martins Creek. That one over at Lineport. This one foul straight back off of Jim Wills' truck. It's a first shot. Many more to come in that direction.
I park right next to you just in case.
All right. Runner at second is Kyle Conrad out of Whitehall. That one fouled. Looks like it's going to be out of play, and it will be. Hellertown coming off a win against Lineport last night by a score of 5-1.
Well, both teams trailing Martins Creek only by 1 game, as the Creek is 12-2, the defending champions.
And one thing, that's this game too, because no one else in the league's playing tonight. This is the solo game. Say close in. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Tom Stout on deck. This one, sky towards left field, and does it advance the runner? Ian Burley underneath it. And not even going to test the arm. And now 1 away. It brings up Stout. Back-to-back MVPs for him. Lafayette playing the ACBL with the Blazers as well. Speaking of Tom Stout, there's another Tom Stout sitting right behind the plate. I don't know what he is doing, the basketball coach and the father, hanging out, enjoying himself. Anytime we can take shots of him, we can. But he's relaxing behind the plate. What's he doing, counting pitches? What's going on over there?
Now, the statistician man that you were talking about, Tim Fisher, said that this young man is really ripping the ball here, Tom Stout. As you said, .394 on the season, but he's doing a very good job in that batter's box this year.
So runner remains at second base. That one misses on the outside part of the plate. Adam Sant on deck.
I didn't know if you realized, Al, that Tim Fisher is an assistant coach at Lafayette now. Or excuse me, at Lehigh, I should say. His first year on the staff.
This one towards short. They hold the runner and it fired at first. Good play there by Grindovitsky. Now 2 away. So the 6-3 put out. Jim Conrad gets on, in that double that just bloops in there and then just gets behind the defense a little bit. But, you get a runner on, you're trying to materialize at least a run when you get that runner in scoring position. But right now, Jeff Laporta gets a fly out and a ground out, brings up Adam Sant. Sant from Stevens Tech, played in the ACBL, Kutztown. That one outside. Sant at .414, 12 hits on the year, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Joe LaBella and Bob Bardo. And swinging through that one and missing is Sant.
Let's take a good look at Jeff Laporte on the mound. 22 innings pitched on the season.
One foul back. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1-0 in favor of Hellertown. And this one is shot, and it gets a good hop towards third. Mike Dickey fires at first, and not in time as that's pulled off. So the error and the pull off, and all of a sudden first and third, Jim.
Well, that ball took a wicked hop going down there, and it was a great job of getting that ball by Dickey. But the thing of it is, he couldn't get it over there in time. Nicholas did a good job of saving that one, but didn't get it over in time. And we have a conference on the mound between Matt Kayak and Jeff Laporta.
Jim, it changes the lineup for starters. I talked to Ron Punkamilla before the game, and Rick Seltzer's going to try out with the Boston Red Sox, and left this morning maybe 6 a.m. and you know, try to get here on time, and you know, stuck in some traffic as well. So they're going to just move some players up. Nick Bett checks in the left fielder, Lehigh and Central Catholic. This is his last game. He's moving to Colorado, so he gets an opportunity, and he's now in the 5-hole. Giving Nick Bett's number 333 on the season. 7 hits, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. So first and third in the bottom half of the first. Feels like a fall day, doesn't it?
Definitely does.
I feel like we should be playing football at the same time. Runner going. Do they throw down there? They fake the throw now. Second and third on the stolen base by Sant.
And the runners first. Orioles in prime position at second and third base. Strike 3.
So he strikes out. Bett leaves the runner stranded after 1-0 Hellertown on top. We'll be back on 2 Sports. Welcome you back. 1 across the board for Hellertown. 0, 1, and 0. And as we get to the top half of the second inning, it's Mike Dickey, Jake Griesemer, and Ron Wentz Jr. Dickey coming in batting at .235, no home runs, 4 RBIs, 4 doubles, 8 hits, 4 runs. University of Pittsburgh pitch, and therefore a strike now, 1-1. That one foul straight back.
You can see Coach Zierfoss went to the Home Depot, I think, to get those helmets. Look at the H on that helmet there. I think he got that. That's the kind you put on your mailbox, I think. Those kind of numbers. I have to talk to him about that. He's got too much time on his hands, Zerf.
This one off the glove of Adam Sant, so he'll be assessed with the error, and then a runner on. Again, any way you get on, especially early, with the possibility of threatening skies and all that.
In trouble for Adam Sant with that one. It went to pick it up a little bit, and it came right up to the arm and causes an error for starters.
Brings up Jake Griesemer, batting in at 400. Take a look. Just 5 at bats so far this season. It's in there for a strike. So no balls, 2 strikes over to first. Not in time, just keep him close. See if the runner takes that lead, does again. That one off the plate. Now 1-2.
This is Jake Griesemer's first year in the Blue Mountain League, 19 years old. Westchester University.
So runner moves to second. Again, you reach an error, now you're at second.
Alex Johnson with some trouble with that one behind the plate. Can't get it down there in time.
So Griesemer now with a runner in scoring position. Again, when these two teams played the first time, Stars handed Hellertown their first loss of the season. 2-2 pitch. That one fouled straight back. Right now, it's turning to be a nice evening.
Compared to what it was before, definitely a difference.
Thought you were going to be a no-show. You know, you're afraid of the rain. You weren't going to show up.
We've been dodging rain the past couple games out. We just got out of Shippensburg in time.
Indeed. This one straight up. And moving on back is Sand. He makes the play, one away. So one out for Ron Wentz Jr. Runner at second for Hellertown, trying to get something going here. That one up top, that one tags him. That didn't have a chance. And, you know, coming right through. And so a hit by pitch by Ron Wentz Jr. Jim, we haven't done a game this year. Someone wasn't hit by a pitch, including softball.
I'm glad it's official early here tonight. Of course, we did set the Lehigh Valley record in that week we were going there.
So now all of a sudden, Scott Nicholas in position. Scott Nicholas, the DH.
Out of Wilson Area High School, Arcadia College. 8th year in the Blue Mountain League.
That one down low. Jim in a position, first and second, just one away. Jakowitz takes a look and swinging right through that one was Scott Nicholas, the DH, with Matt Kiak on deck.
You see Bob Zufos down at third base. Giving those signals.
This one skied. Talking about going up a hill. They're going up a hill, and the hill can be gone because that's a 3-run shot off the bat of Scott Nicholas. Clears all the bases, and Hellertown with a 4-0 lead after he tags Justin Jakowitz's pitch right there. And we mentioned how far that is. You know, they marked, you know, what, 350 around that range, and he just went up that hill and got all of that pitch, and now a 4-0 lead.
Very nice job. Very nice piece of hitting there by Mr. Nichols. No question why he's the DH, Al.
Well, with that, an error and a hit by pitch, those guys, take a look, those guys scoring on that.
Look at, he went down a little bit low, too, for that one, but he got all of it underneath. As you're going to see, number 2 goes out there. Try to get that over there. That's Eric Folk, and can't get near it.
Kiak, the catcher, still only one away. And the pop-up by Griesemer.
You saw Bob Zierfoss down there, 91 and 21 over the last 3 regular seasons. And there you see Kiak's numbers there as well, averaging at 100.
Straight through that one is Kiak. On deck is John Stasenko, the leadoff batter.
But the thing that's amazing is that they only have 1 title in that stretch. It's a lot of victories with only 1 title.
Yeah, it's amazing when you look at those victories.
Right. Martin's Crick's been real tough on him.
First strikeout of the game for Jakowitz. That brings up John Stazenko. Stazenko led off the game. You take a look at the high heater with a base hit. Eventually got to second on the ground ball, and then the third on the pass ball, and would score on a ground out by Mark Nicholas. 4-0 your score. First pitch strike. Ian Burley on deck. Al DeCarlo, Jim Wills from Egypt Memorial Park. Glad you could join us on Service Electric 2 Sports. Trying to settle down is Justin Jekowitz.
Stazenko, third year in the Blue Mountain League. He's the 06 Rookie of the Year.
So back-to-back strikeouts to end the second inning. Damage done. A 3-run blast off the bat of Scott Nicholas. 4-0 Hellertown as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Welcome you back. 4-2-1, 0-1-1. Bottom half of the second inning we go. Al DeCarlo, Jim Wills. And first pitch in there for a strike by Jeff Laporta. Now has a 4-run cushion. This is Dan Stahl. Stahl from Emmaus. Also Purdue playing in at third base today. Give you Stahl's numbers. He loops one, and that one gets through for a single. So a leadoff hit off the bat of Stahl.
Mark Nicholas gave a good chase out there at first base, but couldn't get up there to get that glove in time.
Ninth hit of the season for Stahl, was batting in at .296 with 6 RBIs and a home run. Take a look. Just gets a piece of this one, just bloops it over.
Yeah, he sat and waited on that pitch, which was nice, and then he bloops it right over Nicholas's head.
Brings up Dave Stout. Dave Stout, Sheriff Husky baseball coach. Tom Stout, the basketball coach.
Got all the bases covered.
Oh, son Tom Stout, the back-to-back MVP. Just looking at that one, though, he's not doing anything. He's just sitting there relaxing, and he knows we're talking about him.
He needs to relax. He was too wound up during basketball season. He needs to relax.
Eric Folk on deck.
It's interesting how the sun came out, but take a look around at different skies and different parts, boy.
Yeah, it's totally
all different.
Yes, everywhere you look. A lineup change by Ron Punkin Miller came at the last minute, and he actually told me there was a possibility of the change being made. We mentioned Rick Seltzer, getting a chance to, try out, with the Boston Red Sox and an opportunity, and graduated at Siena, of course, Parkland High School, and, he left this morning probably about 6 a.m., went up there, and looked like he was going to get here right at game time, but still I have not seen him yet, unless I'm missing him. Actually, he is here. He's now on the bench, so he's made it, but not in time to start. His striking out is Stout, and there's one away. So Seltzer will likely get some action maybe a little later on.
Second strikeout of the ball game. Brings up
Eric Folk,
number 2.
All these loopers that one looped right into Jake Griesemer's glove. And now 2 away. Folk came in on the season batting at 130, just 3 hits. And the number 9 batter is the catcher, Alex Johnson. Sophomore at Temple, an Emmaus grad. Johnson at 214, 3 hits on the season. First pitch in. Orioles champions in 04, 88, 87, 85, 77, and 76. Hellertown in 05, 79, and 78. Jim, we mentioned 91 and 21 over the last 3 regular seasons. That's, pretty indicative of Coach Zierfoss and what his team has done.
As we were talking to him before the game, he's lost a couple of guys to organized ball, too, from those last couple of years. So it's going to be tough to get the new guys ingrained.
So hits by Stahl and Alex Johnson. That went to right field. That brings up top of the order and Kyle Conrad. Conrad awarded with that double. You know, one of those possible error doubles. We gave him a double. Official score tonight, if you're wondering, is Jim Wills.
Thank you.
The substitute runner at first base for the Orioles. Number 17, it looks like from here.
Caleb Fick out of Emmaus running at first. One foul back. So runners at first and second with 2 away. It's going to be a tough hop. Waits on it, now throws. It's going to be a tough play, but in time. Good job of Grinovitsky getting that one, throwing it down. They leave 2 runners on. Bottom half of 2 is complete. We go to the third, 4-0. Hellertown on top. Take a look at the skies. Not sure what it's going to do. 4-2-1, 0-3-1. As we welcome you back to Egypt Memorial Park. Out the car with Jim Wills. First pitch in there for a strike against Ian Burley. That is the 36th pitch of the night for Justin Jackowitz. 10 balls, 26 strikes, but a 4-0 deficit for his team. That one down in the dirt, now 1-1. Burley came in batting at 400, grounded out in his first plate appearance. So it'll be Burley, Nicholas, and Grinovitsky against Justin Jackowitz here in the top half of the third.
Pitch right down by the knees there. Gets a called strike from the home plate umpire.
Joe LaBella. Bob Zerfas over there at third, questioning that one. Stars winning the first meeting 5-0, but right now it is 4-0 Hellertown. This one towards first. Good cover up there by Jackowitz from Stout, 1 away. I'll bring up Mark Nicholas.
See, the pitcher does a great job of getting off the mound here. That's what you got to really respect, when a pitcher can get off the mound that quick and get over to first base. Really helps out your defensive situations.
I'll bring up Mark Nicholas. Nicholas at .333, no home runs, 5 RBIs. Grounded out to first in his first plate appearance. Good enough to drive in John Stazanko with the first run. 1 run in the first, 3 runs, and a 3-run home run by Scott Nicholas. And that one, a clean hit towards right field. So Nicholas now 1 for 2. Runner on for Chris Grinovitsky.
Take a look at that piece of hitting there. There have been a lot of hits in that area right there tonight over the first baseman's head. We had that one last inning over Nicholas's head. Now this inning, another one.
Mike Dickey on deck. Grinovitsky 0 for 1.
Grinovitsky's 4th year in the Blue Mountain League. He was a 2005 MVP, 2007 batting champ with a .455 average, and 2007 All-League shortstop.
Jim coming with some information.
Emmaus High School, Newman University. Look at his out. 2005, 6, and 7, the All-Star shortstop for the Blue Mountain League.
Tell you what, when I saw Bob Zerfas, he said Ian Burley put together a little package, a little book. I said, do we keep this book? He said, no, I'd rather have it back. But it's a nice book with each player on there and their accolades and what they've done. And, it's great. And we appreciate that from Bob Zerfas and for Ian Burley. Makes our job so much easier. Gives Jim some information to talk about at least.
This is the Bible of the Hellertown Royals right here.
Indeed. Swinging and missing through that one is Grinovitsky. So 2 away. That's the second strikeout of the game for Jackowitz.
take a look at it. Jandam on the inside.
Make that 3. Strike out Kiak and Stazenko to end the second. And now Grinovitsky. Bring up Mike Dickey. Dickey came in batting at .235 on the season. University of Pittsburgh, 4 doubles. Reaching on the air and scoring. Looks like a broken bat towards third. Dan Stahl over to first. So 1 hit as Mark Nicholas, but no one plated. Ready to go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Score remains 4-0 Hellertown. Those are the skies you want to see now. 4-3-1, 0-3-1. As it looks a little different than it was before. But again, depending on where you're looking in this part of the field, you know, the outfield and right field looks great. Left field, not so promising. As we go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning, it'll be Ryan Blacker, Tom Stout, and Adam Sant against Jeff Laporta. Laporta throwing 31 pitches so far, 23 strikes, 8 balls. This one, ground ball, chopper, high hop to Mark Nicholas. He'll go unassisted the first one away.
Some real nice bounces here on this infield, Al. You can tell these guys are proven veterans. You take another look at this one here, you're going to see a big hop there right off the edge of the infield grass. Nicholas plays it perfectly.
Here's Tom Stout, back-to-back MVPs. Ground ball to short, his first plate appearance. He's 0 for 1. Tomorrow night, Jim and I will venture over to Limeport to see Martins Creek, the defending champs, and Limeport. That is 7:30 showing. We'll have same night coverage on Service Electric 2 Sports. We're in the bottom half of the 3rd. Hellertown scoring a run in the 1st and 3 in the 2nd on a 3-run homer by Scott Nicholas, and that's really where we stand to this point. That one straight up in play. Is that caught? Wow, talking about an opportunity. Mac Kiak went all the way out, and I think from the get-go, Mike Dickey, I don't think saw it.
No.
With the sun looking in that direction.
It's a tough one with the sun, but that was a great effort by Kiak to come out there. Look at what he's, you know, he lays himself out there and he almost gets it on the 2nd bounce.
You usually see the catcher going that far, so good job, but gives Tom Stout new life here without him standing on deck.
Did he go? No, he did not.
Look down to Bob Bardo down at first. They say no. So now 2-2. Jimmy took it that way for Stout. 2 opportunities there. It looks like he fouled out, did not. Maybe the check swing and a strike. Now all of a sudden he finds himself at a 3-2 count. That one down low in the dirt.
And he worked his way in there, then gets a walk out of the deal after he got a couple of reprieves. First walk of the game given up by Jeff Laporta.
By either pitcher, actually. Carl Wentz Jr. hit by a pitch. That's the routine if Jim and I are broadcasting. This brings up Adam Sant. Sant, the shortstop, batting in at .414 on the season. Reached on there in his only plate appearance. So runner at first, Tom Stout with the 1 away after Ryan Black ground out. This one towards third, takes the hop, but that one takes the hop off the glove of Mike Dickey, and that will advance the runners now first and third on the error against Mike Dickey. Jim, that's almost the same kind of play, a little bit different from before, but almost the same kind of play in the direction of Dickey.
Well, another one you're going to take a look at, that hop just took a little bit off to the right, went off the top of his glove. Obviously good recovery by Brzezinski, but not enough.
Well, if you're starters, any way you can. Right here, an opportunity. First and third, 1 out for Nick Beck. Head fouls that one back. Ted again playing his last game, moving to Colorado, struck out in his first plate appearance with Dan Stahl on deck. And that one into the glove, back to third. That one a tough play, but Griesemer on the line out, 2 away.
You can take a look at it here. Ball's on the inside, trying to jam him a little bit, but Bet takes it. Nice play by second baseman Jake Griesemer.
Stahl 1 for 1 with a single. Starters left 2 runners on the first, 2 runners on the second. They have 2 runners down here in the third. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. It'll be Dave Stout on deck.
Wait, you're not going to No, pull it back.
Take a look at the bunt, pulls it back.
So it's Dave Stout, Eric Folk, and Alex Johnson. And swinging through that one is Stahl. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we're in the third, bottom half. Runners at first and third. Laporta checks the sign. Stahl trying to help his team get a run in. At least one. Laporta deals and finds the outside part of the plate and just freezes Stahl for the strikeout. No damage done. Laporta continues to do the job. We're through 3. Hellertown on top by a score of 4-0. Everyone enjoying the show. See, it rained. Comes out, doesn't matter. The kids enjoying the game. They want their food. They want their baseball. Ground ball. That's a tough play. Down the first, Stout gets the glove down and makes the play, and Griesemer is out. 1 away as quick as Jim Wills could turn the page. So 1 up, 1 down. Justin Jackowitz has really settled down after giving up that 3-run blast. And you think about it in that inning, an error got Mike Dickey on, then he hit Ron Wentz Jr., and then that's when Scott Nicholas hit the 3-run homer.
There's Wentz, 0 for 0, hit by the pitch.
Scored a run.
A lot of changes in this Hellertown Royals lineup this year. Wentz is out of Saucon Valley High School, where Coach Zierfoss has been helping out during the spring.
Santa Stout, 2 away. That brings up Scott Nicholas, and Nicholas, if you recall, blasted the biggest shot over Justin Jackowitz that went straight up the hill. And on the other side, Jim Wills then had to leave the broadcast booth, run over and get the ball.
Throw it back in.
First pitch strike on Nicholas with Kiak on deck. So 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, Jankowitz doesn't want to give him anything good to hit after that bomb the last time.
Sending that one down. You're right, low pitching a little tighter here. Here's a 2-1 pitch. And that one fouled straight back, now 2-2.
You see the venerable Bob Zierfoss down at third base. Been around this game a long, long time. Former assistant at Moravian for years and years.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and freezing him. So from a 3-run homer to a strikeout, and that is strikeout number 4, and that ends the top half of the 4th inning, remaining 4-0 Hellertown. Clear skies, enjoyable night, soft breeze, football weather. We're playing baseball 4-3-2. And a 4-0 advantage. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's Dave Stout, Eric Folk, and Alex Johnson here against Jeff Laporta, who's pitching himself pretty well tonight. You know, Jim has been pretty effective. And he's got some good defense behind him as well.
Well, that's what when we talked to Coach Surface before the game, remember he said, he goes, when you have the pitching, you can roll along in this league. You know, you can replace a lot of people. The pitching is awfully tough to replace.
This one. God. I don't think there's ever even a thought of that one, as that one was rocketed out of here in a heartbeat. So a solo shot off the bat of Dave Stout, and the shutout is gone, and it's now 4-1. Well, never in doubt, Jim.
That was interesting how everybody just stood there and just turned their head.
Even there's a blast. I mean, it just went out towards the left field, and it just Ian Burley looked up and then said, "All right, why am I looking? It's so gone." Take a look at the swing. And you think he knew it? Yeah, it's gone.
When you take a look now, everybody just turns their head. In the outfield, there wasn't hardly a movement.
They'll bring up Rick Seltzer. So Seltzer gets into the lineup, the Parkland product. Siena College. We say getting here to the game a little late. Now that one, there's a high hop. And an error. We'll get Seltzer on. Talk about Seltzer in a little bit. You know, had a chance, we said, with the Boston Red Sox. Just talked to him in between innings. He said it went pretty good. We'll see what happens, you know, down the road. They got to look at their draft picks and everything. So we'll see. Take a look at the hop first, Jim.
Well, he did a good job with the hop. Put the glove out very, very quickly, did Griesemer. But the throw to first looks like a routine play, but dropped by Nicholas.
Yeah, so an E3. So Rick Seltzer is on. Brings up Alex Johnson. Johnson 1-for-1 with a single. Well, if you're right now starters, you're putting yourself in a good position here in the 4th inning. If you're down 4-0, get a leadoff home run by Dave Stout. Rick Seltzer gets on an error. And now Alex Johnson in the hole, though, at 1-2. Top of the order, Kyle Conrad, and then Ryan Blacker against Jeff Laporta.
So Johnson with a single first time up.
Laporta 3-1, 22 innings pitched coming into the game, 20 strikeouts and 6 walks. One foul towards third base. Stars mentioned a couple times, 10-3, lost the first 2 games, won 9 in a row, then lost to Martins Creek 18-2. Talked to Duncan Miller, he said that really brought us back to life, saying, all right, yeah, we won 9 in a row, but then we...
Nothing like an 18-2 loss to bring it back to reality.
Things change right there. Swinging and missing through a Laporta pitch is Johnson. That's the 4th strikeout for Laporta. 1 away here in the 4th. Brings up Kyle Conrad.
We'll take a look at it here. Went for a low pitch. Laporta gets that breaking ball down there. Like a slider, I think, Al.
Conrad. Double in the 1st. Ground out in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2. Ryan Blacker on deck. And Jim, from the angle we have, it's such a hard, you know, the people at home can see it. You know, you look at the monitor, we like to look at the field as well. As Seltzer tries to steal second, and he's in there on time. So Seltzer gets there, you know, on first with an error, and now paying dividends, puts himself in scoring position.
Well, that was interesting because Matt Keoch gave him the inside sign with the glove, and then the pitch came to the outside, and then there was the runner going at first. So a lot of things were going wrong that time.
There's your inside sign. That one is in. Adam Sant last night for starters had a tremendous game. He had 4 hits, a home run, 5 RBIs. Tom Stout with 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and Rick Seltzer putting in 3 hits as well.
Fan almost made a great catch over there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
As it goes through the trees.
Through the trees, out of the trees, and up the trees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seltzer takes his big lead off second. Now 2-2. Ryan Blacker on deck. Starters in the championship a year ago, losing to Martins Creek. Back-to-back titles for Martins Creek. Pitch. Now put himself in a position to get a good look here. It's 1 away here in the 4th. Home run by Dave Stout to lead off the inning. Rick Seltzer reached on an error, stole second base, and now first and second for starters. Second walk of the game.
The Orioles have been looking at that low pitch and been taking it, but now they're just starting to really make him work now, Laporta, a little bit.
Blacker, junior at the Sales University. 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. Tom Stout on deck. First pitch strike, straight down the pipe. Blacker at 240 on the season with 6 hits and 3 RBIs. You see, I don't know, Ron Punkamiller has been around the game for such a long time, and he, you know, having a little question there with Joe LaBelle, the home plate umpire, now puts his player in an 0-2 hole and inside part of the plate. So takes 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
Just strikeout for Laporta on the evening. Take a look at it here. Once again, that ball comes in and dips down.
I'll give Stout an opportunity here. Seeing if the MVP had a chance to help out his team. Stout's numbers, well, looks like he's never missed a beat. 394, 13 hits, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. He's second on the team in RBIs. Adam Sant and Rick Seltzer both with 13. And Sant on deck. He's quickly in the hole at 0-2.
Get a big pitch here from Laporta. He could get himself out of a jam real quick.
No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. Starters down by the score of 4-1. This one in the sun into John Stazanko's glove to retire the side. 1 run in, though, on a solo shot off the bat of Dave Stout. We're through 4. 4-1 your score. Four, 3-3, 1, 4-1. Top of the 5th we go. Hellertown on top of starters. Glad you joined us on Service Electric 2 Sports. Aldi Carla, Jim Wills, and Justin Jackowitz back on the mound. So far for him, 48 pitches thrown, 34 for strikes, and 14 balls. The big shot and the big hit was Scott Nicholas, a 3-run homer in the 2nd inning, extending the lead to 4-0. That one fouled back and out of play by Matt Kiak. Kiak from Lehigh, striking out in his first plate appearance. So it'll be Kiak, number 9, then 1 and 2, Stazanko and Burley with Nicholas if they get that far in the lineup. That one popped up. Tom Stout under it, makes the catch, 1 away. During the game, we had some like really routine plays. You know, sometimes you see some games are tough, and you know the outs are tough, whichever way they go. And you know tonight, well, we've seen some high hops as well. We've seen a number of quick loopers, little ground outs, but nothing overall significant. But on the other side, the high hops have been causing some problems.
Yeah, we've seen enough of those.
We get one here.
There's one there. You could, you're right, Al. You could just see it, especially from our vantage point, what was going to happen there.
You can give me a hit on that one because that one, the way that bounced, Jim, it's a totally different. Really never a chance. I mean, you're right. We just from right here, before that even went down, Stazanko, you knew was going to have his 2nd hit of the game. So Stazanko is on. That brings up Ian Burley. Burley and then Nicholas.
Burley with a fielder's choice and a ground out. 0 for 1 on the evening.
This one towards second, possible double play ball. Kyle Conrad tags second, goes over to first to retire the side. We go to the bottom half of the fifth. Hellertown remains on top by the score of 4-1. Back in 1973, I was 4.
What's the record for most?
You were 54. Oh, Louis Tiant. There you go. Louis Tiant.
One of the most famous wind-ups in baseball.
Yeah. I had a chance to see Louis Tiant a couple years back in Baltimore during the All-Star game. He was signing some autographs. Adam Sant, second pitch, ground ball out, 1 away. Louis Tiant, total of 23 complete games and no shutouts. How about that? He won 20 games that year and finished with an ERA of 3.34, but 23 complete games, no shutouts. That's pretty impressive. I want to thank Eric Charles, the Blue Mountain League president, for coming up with that question. I think he did, unless he's getting it from you.
Well, the thing of it is, I'm totally stunned because of complete games. I mean, the way Major League Baseball is now. I mean, a better trivia question might even have been, what pitcher last year had 8 complete games? You know what I mean? Like the way they yank people in and out with pitch counts. And you saw one of those the other night with Dice K. I'm sure that was a pitch count situation as well.
Yeah, he was going to go 70 to 75 pitches. And when, you know, the Iron Pigs lit him up in the 5th. Anytime I get a shot, that one, that's a shot right off the leg of Dickey. So Nick Bett is on with a single that goes through. Jim, what do you like, single there or an error? I mean, that one's a rocket. I mean, I don't know if they see it again or not. The way the ball...
It's tough down at third
base. We've seen it on both third basemen. Again, before the game, take a look at this one. Before the game, it's a tough play. I mean, it's going to be an error. I'm sure, you know, it's going to be an error, but it's a tough error because the way it's going.
It's tough to give you that, but you're going to have to because you know, you got the glove on it.
He got the glove on it and putting it down. And so Bett is on. It brings up Stahl. Stahl, single in the second, and a strikeout victim in the third. Laporta came in with 70 pitches thrown, 50 for strikes. Double play possibility here. Taking some time, but making the play there is Chris Grinovitsky. Tags second, goes over the first. And that retires the side. We're through 5. 4-1, your score. Are wild, 4-4-4, and that's not a good sign for Hellertown. And you know, with the 4 errors, 1-4-1 the other way, 4 starters, but they had themselves a lead, and Bob Zerfoss is saying, hey, we got the lead, but the defense has been tough. Take a look at the Blue Mountain League standings up to date. Martins Creek 12-2, starters in Hellertown at 10-3. Pinecrest, new team, the Reds 7-4, Bethlehem Cardinals at 4-8, along with Lineport Dodgers and Easton Falcons. The Clippers at 4-9, and Northampton checks in with a record of 2-12. We'll see the 4-8 Dodgers taking on the 12-2 Creekers of Martin Creek tomorrow night at Lineport. We are into the 6th inning. It'll be Mark Nicholas, Chris Grinovitsky, and Mike Dickey against Justin Jackowitz, who's, you know, pitched a great game, you know, but he's down, you know, 4-1. Gave up that home run, but it was a 3-run shot.
The home run was the thing that really killed him. He's done a nice job on the mound. He's really, you know, done a good job of keeping himself under control. He really hasn't gotten behind a lot of hitters, and he's done a very good job of getting some good ground balls. He has a lot of ground outs here in the evening, but that home run killed him.
Yeah, home run, tough play. But the majority of the putouts, as you mentioned, have been ground balls. Nicholas came in batting at .333, and the ground out in the first, scoring Stazanko with the first run and singled in the third. Jim, who says doesn't get behind the count, he does there. He gets
as I jinx him right away.
Is that the first walk given up by him? Yeah.
Yes,
first walk. So a leadoff walk by Nicholas. That brings up Chris Grinovitsky. Pop up in the strikeout. He's 0 for 2. I want to see what happens here with Nicholas. See if he tries to extend the lead here, maybe take off. That one towards center field will be a tough play that will drop in. So a walk and a hit, and Hellertown in business now. First and second, nobody away for Mike Dickey.
Tough piece of hitting there as he gets underneath it. Center fielder has a good shot, but can't get in there in time, as Ryan Blackman can't get in there in time, and it falls in. You see Mike Dickey reach on air, run scored, rounded out.
Looking at bunt, takes a strike. Down at third base is Bob Zerfas, the head coach, the manager. First and second, Nicholas and Grinovinsky for Dickey, and Jake Griesemer is on deck. That one pops right into the glove of Jackowitz, one away.
Well, that'll take you right out of an inning real quick.
Changes the rally situation. Still here though, first and second, one away for Griesemer. Griesemer 0 for 2 with a pop-up and a ground out. This one high off the glove and over the glove of Stahl, and the run will score. Play at third, not in time, and advancing to second on the throw is Griesemer. So Griesemer gets his second RBI of the year on a single that scores Mark Nicholas and advances Grinovinsky to third. 5-1.
Once again, third base being a fatal position to be playing tonight. They're either coming at you on the ground or they're going over your head.
They call the hot corner for a reason. Greg Angelo, the pinch batter.
There he is, 400, 5 at-bats, 2 hits.
Well, you're Angelo coming in here, Jim, and golden opportunity, second and third with one away. So that walk, we say comes back to haunt you, did again here. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Zerf going with the left-handed batter here.
A golden opportunity to break this game wide open in the 6th inning and, you know, get some insurance runs. Nicholas is on deck. Angelo waits the 1-2 pitch. That one down the dirt, now 2-2. This becomes a huge pitch here for Justin Jackowitz. Now 3-2.
Tried to work that outside corner. Just couldn't get it, off by a little bit.
I don't see anybody warming up for starters. I think you mentioned that, but there is warming up for Hellertown. Big pitch here, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. And swinging through that one is Angelo for the strikeout, 5th strikeout of the night for Jackowitz. And 2 away. That brings up Scott Nicholas. Now this is interesting, Jim. He's the one that had the 3-run blast. Runners at first and second. What do you do? He struck him out the last time, so he went right at him and got him. So I think he's going to pitch him, you know, ever so closely. With Matt Kiak only batting at 100. Well, they pitch right at him, and this one will stay up into the glove of Ryan Blacker on the line out to the outfield. We get one in, could have been more. As we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning, starters needing some runs. They're down by a score of 5-1.
These guys are deceiving.
Unbelievable. Dave Stout, Rick Seltzer, and Alex Johnson. That one fouled back. Stout struck out in the 2nd and hit a solo shot in the 4th inning. Baseball coach at DRF High School. Jeff Laporta really has cruised himself along. And just as I say that, a clean single to left field. Picked up by Ian Burley. So a leadoff single by Stout brings up Rick Seltzer.
There's something interesting, Al. Kids coming
that?
up and getting the cracked bats.
They know the bat's broke. They hear it, and they just start walking over.
Ah, the boys of summer, Al.
Oh, to put a little duct tape on it and use it in the backyard. That's
Oh,
what
you
they're
got to put
gonna
the couple screws in first.
That's it.
Just listen to the game the other night. Somebody was talking about that. Might have been Mike Zambelli and Ricky Batalico talking about that the other night. About how you put screws back in there and tape it up. Because the amount of Iron Pigs games, I've seen a lot of broken bats in that 11-game homestand.
Rick Seltzer reached on there, stole second. That's where he stayed. Rick Seltzer's had, he's had a long, just to get here. Leaving early in the morning, driving 3 hours, going through a workout, coming back. He's thinking tonight he's jacking 4 or 5 home runs, and we've known Rick for a long time. Played at Parkland, of course, and can give you some numbers back in the day if you want, Jim. We can go back in the book and get a good outing for Rick Seltzer if you like. That's up to you. Caught looking there on the strikeout. So Stout remains at first. First strikeout for Seltzer, and that is strikeout number 5, number 6 for Jeff Laporta.
Alex Johnson stepping into the batter's box. He had a single here earlier. Struck out one of, as Al said, the 6 strikeouts for Laporta on the evening.
There's Jim's buddy. Flying through the field, making himself known. So Johnson with Conrad at the top of the order on deck, followed by Blacker. We're in the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th, 5-1. Stout, that one fouled back, leading off first base.
Jeff Laporta on the mound from Saucon Valley High School and LaSalle University. 20th year in the Blue Mountain League. Wow. 38 years old, but he's still got a long way to go to catch up to his manager.
Yeah, exactly. No balls, 2 strikes.
Now just think about that, Al. You're sitting there, you're going, this is my 20th year in the Blue Mountain League, and you're halfway to your manager.
It's impressive. That one up high. Now 1-2. Waiting on deck is Kyle Conrad, leadoff batter. And then Suns 2-2. Hellertown 91-21 over the last 3 regular seasons. Won the championship back in 2005. Orioles won in 04. They lost a year ago to Martins Creek. That one towards right field could be trouble, and that one is a fair ball. Around second, over to third base is Stout. It's now second and third on a double by Alex Johnson. And the starters are in a good position here, Jim, for Conrad and Blacker, and if they get to him, Stout. Try to get back in this game.
Take a look at it. He hung in there with that one, went opposite field. Put that right down that first base line. Great piece of hitting. Take a look at Kyle Conrad. 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. As Al's still looking through the archives.
I got it.
Archives. Uh-oh, he's got some information.
I have him there. A couple walks, 2 runs scored against Boyertown. I got it all, Jim. I got it all. Right now, a little different. That one fell back. It's,
Al's like a computer. It's like Alcopedia. You type it in. There you go. Stats on Stelzer.
What's in there?
Stats on Stelzer.
2003, Stelzer, ground out, double. Jim Wills.
Now we're going
2 Coca-Colas, 2 hot dogs that game.
The lifetime story.
It's all there, Jim. It's all there. I have statistics on your every game. Since 2001, Jim Wills has eaten 79 hot dogs in 79 games. This is a good average. 1 game. So Conrad now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jeff Laporta trying to get out of a jam here with 1 away. Strikeout was Rick Seltzer with a single by Stout and a double by Johnson. Pitch. That went outside. Now 2-2. Yeah, this game will have sole possession of second place. Oh, there you go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, or 2 balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me.
It could be first, depending on Martin Crick's game tomorrow night that we'll be doing down at Lineport.
3-2 delivery. That one popped up and out of play. Do it again. A run in the first for Hellertown, 3 in the second on a 3-run homer by Scott Nicholas, gave him a 4-0 lead, and a solo shot by Dave Stout made it 4-1. He hit that one in the bottom half of the 4th inning. A single by Stout, a double by Johnson. 2 on here in the bottom half of the 6th inning for Kyle Conrad with Ryan Blacker on deck. Laporta wheels and deals, 3-2 pitch. And holding on to that one was Kiat, another strikeout. 2 in the inning, 7 for the game for Jeff Laporta.
Look at that pitch. That slider really went downhill that time. Caught him swinging. Number 7.
I'll bring up Ryan Blacker. Blacker not happy with the calls earlier as he struck out looking in the 4th. Also flying out and grounding at the 1st. Tom Stout on deck. So right now, if you're a Blacker, any way you can get on, give Stout an opportunity. Runners on. He strokes one. That one will get through, and that's going to get both runners in. Ryan Blacker with at least a double. And just like that, it's 5-3. So 2 doubles in the inning for starters. The first one by Johnson, the second one by Blacker. 5-3. We got a game.
Great piece of hitting here as you take a look at it. He gets all of that one, puts it right in that gap. The ball's going to roll all the way to the fence.
Starting to hit Laporta. Just anyway, talk about the 7 strikeouts he has, but chance here now for Tom Stout. Stout 0 for 2 on the day. 100 pitches thrown, 71 for strikes, 29 balls for Laporta. So the pitch count's getting up there a little bit. There's a line shot, and that one into the glove of Dickey, and the high throw for the tag. They say no, and the runner goes over to 3rd. Another tough one, Jim, because I thought maybe he got the tag on.
Well, I thought also that there was too much of a hesitation from short on that play as well.
Watch the tag here. Does he get him? He got it. I thought he got him. But either way, 1st and 3rd, yeah.
Good play off of the ball.
So another error. Now 1st and 3rd. Well, right now, Sant with an opportunity. A couple errors, 3 errors, and stolen base and a ground out. Good chance here to bring in the 4th run. 2 away here, bottom of 6, 2 in already. It's 5-3. Pitch by Laporta. The ball. Nick Bett on deck. Laporta taking a little more time between pitches to take a look. Stout leads off first. Strike now 1-1. Stevens Tech for Adam Sant. ACBL for Kutztown, the Rockies. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of 6, 5-3. Runners at 1st and 3rd. That one is foul. Straightens that one out. He's got the line. They played him pretty close though and left though. Not giving him as much room as you want. That left center field, that's where the area is in a big opening.
He got a pretty good swing on that last pitch.
Swings through that one for the 8th strikeout. So Laporta gets out of the inning. 2 in. We're through 6. 5-3. Hellertown on top. The gear down, gear up. 5, 6, and 5. Not a good box score there, but they're winning, so that's what matters. Ron Punkin-Miller's team gets 2 in that inning to close the 5-3. As we go to 9, 1, and 2 in the order against Justin Jackowitz, it'll be Matt Kiak leads off, a strikeout and a pop-up. Then John Stazanko and Ian Burley against number 9. And no balls and 2 strikes quickly. Jim, let's talk about the errors first. You know, I think it's 6 total, but that third base, there have been some tough plays there, and you and I have seen some of those develop before they even get in there. Here's another one that, you know, fielded.
That was fielded, but it was even a tough play again. Once again you get down there, and you know, it just makes it tough on third base. Dan Stahl that time, a nice job at third, but you know, not a clean play. He's had very few clean plays at third. Take a look at it here again. You're going to see it go right. This ball's going to go right into his chest. So you see how it's bobbled in there, and then he picks it up.
So that will bring up top of the order John Stazanko, 2 for 3, 2 singles and a run scored. That came back in the first inning. So Stazanko and Burley. Now all of a sudden that run that is scored earlier on the walk by Nicholas and then the RBI by Griesemer gave them that insurance run. It was, now it's 5-3. They'll like to get another one here in the 7th. If you're wondering, in the bottom half of the 7th inning, it's going to be Betts, Stahl, and Stout against Jeff Laporta.
Nice pitch that time by Jankowitz.
2 balls, 1 strike. John Stazanko, Georgia Southwest State. And line bullet to Stahl. If it doesn't hit the ground, it's relatively routine, but that one, like everything coming to third, has been like a rocket. Either a rocket or
well, you got a better chance now if it doesn't hit the ground.
Yeah, exactly. So 2 away. We'll bring up Ian Burley again. I want to thank Ian Burley for getting us the emails and getting us the information in Jim's 44-page folder there with information.
Great job by Ian Burley.
And Burley towards second. Should do the inning. Conrad over to Stout. 3 up and 3 down. So we go to the bottom half of the 7th. Starters down by a score of 5-3. Last chance opportunity. They need 2 or 3 to win. 3, 7, and 1. We welcome you back to Egypt Memorial Park. Al DiCarlo, Jim Wills. Glad you could join us here on Service Electric 2 Sports. Blue Mountain League Baseball. We will be at it again tomorrow at Lineport, a 7:30 start. Same night coverage once again. It's Betts, Stahl, and Stout here against Laporta, who's thrown over 100 pitches so far. And one thing to this point, Laporta's thrown 100 pitches, but how about 10 runners left on for starters? They got to get them on first, and they can't leave them on if they're going to win this game.
Yeah, that's the key. Very right there. And that's a lot of people be left on base. And a lot of opportunities. You can't say you can walk away from this game without some golden opportunities that they had.
2 runners on, left on in every inning but the 5th. And that was ended on a double play. So Stahl on deck, pitch. That one right back to Laporta. 1-3 put out. Brings up Stahl. Stahl with a single in the 2nd, a strikeout in the 3rd, and ground out in the double play in the 5th. Dave Stout on deck. First pitch by Laporta. Catch the outside part of the plate for a strike.
There you see Dan Stahl 1 for 3 with a single on the evening. Has had the enviable task of being down at third base. We talked about that all evening, how tough that has been down at third. Here you are. You know, this Blue Mountain League is tremendous, Al, when you talk about things. You know, playing for the love of the game. That's the thing you see a lot of the times as another strikeout is registered by Laporta.
That's 9 strikeouts for him. So we bring up Stout and Rick Seltzer on deck. So Take a look.
Take a look at number 9 there as you're going to take a look at how that ball tails off. That slider doing a good job for him as Coach Zierfeld stole it before the game. 2 for 3 for Stout on the evening, solo home run.
It came back in the 4th inning. Also singled and scored in the 6th. On a double by Ryan Blacker that also scored Johnson. We're in the bottom half of the 7th, 5-3 in favor of Hellertown over Starters. Both teams at 10-3 and swinging through that one. Just getting a piece. So down to the last strike is Starters with Rick Seltzer on deck.
That's why I don't do it Dave Hemmerly and stay over the catcher.
So Laporta trying for the Lewis Tiant complete game. It will be a shutout. I want to thank Eric Charles, Blue Mountain League, Tim Fisher with the statistics, Ron Punkin Miller and Bob Zerfoss, Ian Burley, everyone helping us out. And the coaches in the Blue Mountain League, getting us the statistics and the information makes our job that much easier when we come to broadcast the games as well. Laporta, 2-2 delivery. That one sky towards left field, and does it have enough? It does, through the trees and gone. So Dave Stout, 2 home runs on the night for him, and we got ourselves a 1-run game. It's now 5-4, and they'll bring up Rick Seltzer.
That's amazing how you get up 0-2 on him, and then he fixates himself on that ball and gets the pitch he wants, and then boom, right out of here. 2 shots.
Well, take a look.
Well, that ball hung up a little bit on Laporta, and that's the thing that really helped Stout. And you see it go over that 375 sign.
All you do is, you ask for an opportunity, try to give, a chance to get the tying run or the winning run up to the plate, and that's what they've done. And it's Rick Seltzer. Seltzer came in batting in the 4th inning, reached out an error, and then stole 2nd, and then struck out in the 6th. 5-4. Here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. That one fouled back and out of play. Next up for Stars will be the Clippers. Next up for Hellertown is Northampton. 0-2 pitch, back down to the last strike. That one fouled. It remains 0-2. So Stout was 0-2 and he jacked one. Rick Seltzer trying to keep his team alive with Alex Johnson on deck.
Nice
Catches
pitch.
the inside part of the plate. There, the strikeout. Laporta ends the game with 10 strikeouts and the victory, 5-4. Jim, your thoughts?
Oh, tremendous pitching performance by Laporta, and that pitch right there just shows you how important it is to have somebody on your staff that can pitch like he does. That pitch just did a lot of maneuvering, and that was the one that put the icing on the cake. We're going to take a look at it right here as you see the box score. But look where this pitch ends up. It looks like it's going to be high and hit him in the elbow. It ends up in the catcher's mitt. Great pitch.
So the win by Hellertown. They are now 11-3. Again, we'll get a chance to see Martins Creek, the top team, at 12-2, taking out Lineport tomorrow, who's 4-8. Just take a look at Bob Zerfoss's team is now 11-3. Starters, the Orioles, go to 10-4. 120 pitches thrown by Laporta, 88 of those strikes with the 10 strikeouts. So final score in this one, 5-4 Hellertown. Laporta with the 10 Ks. Hope you enjoyed our coverage here on Service Electric 2 Sports. We'll be back on it again tomorrow night from Lineport Stadium. For Tim Hilmerite, our stat man, Darren Long, our director, Jim Wills, and everyone here at Service Electric 2 Sports, I'm Al DeCarlo saying so long. Final score once again, Hellertown 5, Starters 4.